Hello and welcome to episode 59 of the Pilgrim Way, a Football Manager 2022 series here on Boston United FM. We've taken Boston United up from Conference North to the Premier League, but using a management model more common across Europe than in the depths of English football, where our Director of Football controls our transfers and contracts. Professor Jonathan Van-Tam is our Technical Director, providing his medical expertise. Our fourth season in the Premier League has got off to a promising start with 3 wins and a draw from our 4 matches. We were given a kind fixture list for August, facing Fulham at home, winning 2-0, and Sunderland away, drawing 2-2. We were disappointingly ushered out of the EFL Cup by Championship side Birmingham City as a rotated lineup missed chance after chance. We have since beaten both West Brom and Wolves without conceding, leading up to today's home clash with Arsenal. Thankfully, we're now back to playing in Boston after a season at the City Ground with Nottingham Forest. Just the 2 Manchester clubs sit above us in the league table at this very early stage, with United having won all 5 of their matches so far. We would rise above City with a victory or a high-scoring draw. Arsenal haven't started well with just 1 win against West Brom in their 4 games. Our first signing of the summer from the Director of Football was Serbian international left-back Stevan Jovovic for just over £6 million from Partizan Belgrade. Vincenzo Di Vaio, a 22-year-old Italian midfielder, cost £13 million from Genoa, and I expect he will provide cover across the 3 midfield positions. Another versatile player brought in was Anders Eskildsen, a Danish international who can play central midfield or wide right. He was signed for £8.5 million from Championship side Middlesbrough, having been playing in England for several seasons so far. Mr. Transfer Genius certainly seemed to concentrate on improving our midfield over the summer break, with another Italian, Luca Pacenti, signing from Reading for just under £10 million. We've also improved the goalkeeping department with a new first-choice number 1, Joe Bursick. He has spent the last 10 seasons playing for Burnley in the Premier League, and the 34-year-old cost us £5 million. He has kept 3 clean sheets in 4 games. On deadline day, we swooped to sign 26-year-old Brazilian winger Matheus Lucas for £9 million from Grêmio in Brazil. 2 goals in 2 games so far is an impressive start. Long-serving defender Alex Ashworth had lost his regular place in the team last season and wanted to leave the club. He joined Belgian club Ghent for £7.5 million, having originally joined us on a free transfer back in 2026. To make room for the signings in midfield, Dinka Tapor was sold to Bournemouth for £1.5 million. Never a regular, but provided good cover last season. We managed to bring in £7.5 million for under-23s left-back Bay Mendy, a Senegalese international. Just 3 substitute appearances in the Premier League for us and a couple of seasons on loan in the Championship after a £68,000 move from Diambars in his homeland. We made a significant profit on the transfer. Bursick has played in all of our Premier League games in goal and continues today behind a back 4 of Jovovic, Fontana, Salvador and Safantakis. Our Director of Football blocked several bids for Fontana, and the Argentinian is now unhappy at not being able to join Boca Juniors. The arrival of Matheus Lucas on the left side has meant that Orlandi has shifted into the centre of the pitch alongside Boussouf, although this may not be a long-term solution. Rodriguez plays in attacking midfield, and Alves has cemented the right-wing position. Di Matteo was given the nod to start the season up front after scoring plenty in pre-season, and he has got 3 goals in his 4 starts so far. And it was us that got the game at home to Arsenal underway. Coming up to the 15-minute mark, we're attacking. Here's Di Matteo with the ball through for Matheus Lucas. He's gone a bit wide, but that doesn't matter. He's put the ball into the goal. We go 1-0 up at home to Arsenal. as we look to move up to second place in the Premier League. Naturally, we're still just trying to avoid relegation, but to get as many early points on the board as possible is definitely a bonus. 27 minutes gone. We've picked up the ball now with Alves. He shoots, but the Arsenal goalkeeper is there to tip it over. Arsenal now trying to equalise, but Joe Bursick, our new goalkeeper this season, is equal to it. 5 minutes to go before the break. We're building forward. Out to the left-hand side, here's Jovovic, here's Lucas, as he scored another one. He's put the ball in the back of the net. He's celebrating over there by the corner flag, and the goal is awarded. We are 2-0 up. Orlandi spreads the ball out to Jovovic, a nice little ball to Lucas. He's in acres of space and puts the ball into the net. We'll have a look why it went to VAR. He's dead level. He's onside. And we're 2-0 up at the break. We've dominated this game so far. 13 shots, 5 of them on target, an XG of almost 1.5. Arsenal haven't really had a sniff. The Gunners are dominating the ball, but we're clearly more clinical with it. 10 minutes gone in this second half. There's Salvador. Goes back to Bursick. Long ball forward. Can we make it 3? Or will Arsenal make it 2-1? Here's Pilly. He's coming forward. He's going through on goal. And it looks like he's been fouled. And the referee has given a penalty, although it is being checked by VAR. It is a penalty to Arsenal. They get the chance to make it 2-1, to make us nervous as they look to get back into this game. Boussouf booked for the challenge. Pilly steps up and he scores. It's 2-1. We still hold the advantage, but there's 35 minutes to go. Jovovic with the ball inside our half goes over the halfway line. We now work it forward. His Pacenti to Di Matteo. He chips the ball over the goalkeeper and he makes it 3-1 with just 10 minutes to go. Surely that is the 3 points for the Pilgrims. We've definitely needed this cushion. Playing at home to Arsenal, they could be dangerous, but it's Di Matteo who goes through and dinks the ball into the net. 3-1. Arsenal coming forward again, and they've made it 3-2. They're not out of this just yet. 5 minutes or so to go. Chipped ball over the defence, and Burachaga is onto it, and he nets past Bursick. 3-2. Into stoppage time. We're holding on. We've got the ball. We give it away, but it doesn't matter. That's the full-time whistle, and we pick up the 3 points. We go up to second place in the Premier League. 21 shots, 7 on target, an XG of over 2.5. Arsenal's XG obviously bumped up through the penalty. They make it to 1.74, scoring twice. But it obviously wasn't enough as we scored 3 times in their net. We leapfrogged Manchester City into second and within 2 points of leaders Man United and their perfect record. Just 4 goals conceded in our 5 matches, a remarkable improvement on last season as we conceded 62 across the whole season. We're now dreaming of a top half finish. We face Manchester United in a few games' time, the start of a horrible run of fixtures including Man City and Liverpool. Getting these early points on the board may be crucial. We'll come back for episode 60 around Christmas time. If you've enjoyed the content of this video, please don't forget to leave a like. And for more videos, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.